orders are as follows. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our Shadow Gambit playthrough, and implicitly the last episode is going to be for this entire playthrough, despite the fact that we finished the game, I don't know, maybe like 7-8 missions ago. But we still have Quentin's crew tail I want to tackle with, so let's start that, and afterwards hopefully I'll have enough percentage to unlock Virgilio. I believe I'm 65%, yep, 65.5 to be more precise, and I need 85%. So I'm curious to see how much I'm gonna get from the crew with the crew tail, and then definitely I need to get some badges from the island. So yeah, without further ado, let's start his crew tail, and again, like I said, we're gonna have jump cuts between each step.
It's a deal then.
Where to, Captain?
No, Afia, come on, game. I mean,
Navigator, a moment of your valued time, please.
Sure, Quentin.
Have you thought about my offer?
Offer? What offer?
When you first brought me back, I showed interest in the sword stuck in your ribs. I would pay you well.
You're serious? That sword is not for sale.
Ah, if there's one thing my father taught me, it's that if anything is not for sale, it's up for trade.
If there's nothing else to this conversation, I think I got somewhere to be. See ya.
No, wait. What about your hat, then? Surely it isn't as sacred as that sword?
No, of course not, but...
That's what I thought. You know, I've got a great piece of ornate rope here I'd like to... Oh, wait a minute. Some of my curses are missing. Damn it. Oh, no! It's gone too!
Curses? You're saying that rope was cursed?
Wow, aren't we all? Unfortunately, I don't have time to clarify.
right, so...
Maybe one of the skeletons got their hands on my stuff. Wouldn't know how, but it never hurts to check. Let's see if any one of them is acting strangely.
Okay, let's...
An offer.
So was he actually trying to scam Afia? I think he was. Hey, buddy.
Tied. Ah, yes! That is a devious little rope. The ornaments are beautiful, but it does have a tendency to entangle its proprietor. Good to have it back, but still not what I was looking for the most. Now, my skeletal friend, where did you get this? Rope. Ah! I'll have to ask the Marley if I want to find out more.
Okay.
Nobody
That's
takes
not helping.
what's mine.
Hey, Marley. I need some help.
Marley?
Quentin, what is it you want to buy from me this time?
No, nothing. At the moment, I'm content with what I have. Or would be. You see, some of my belongings are unfortunately absent from my chest.
Are these belongings perchance cursed and/or extremely dangerous?
You know, I'd argue that mostly depends on who handles them and in what circumstances.
So, yes.
Yes, on both accounts. One of the skeletons was already entangled in a particularly nasty rope of mine. Do you think they could have pried my chest open?
No, I would be aware if they put their collective mind to such an effort.
Yeah, ordinarily piles of bones can't open my chest anyway.
I'll keep my tendrils out for these items. Come back to me another time.
I will. Thanks, Marley.
And is that it for the first step?
Not much to do for now. Let's hope that Marley finds something before more damage is done. Finders keepers.
Alright. I'll see you into the next step for his crew tail.
It's a deal.
Alright. We're doing a second step of Quentin's crew tail right now.
Marley, I'm back. Anything you could unfurl?
Yes, I believe so. At the stern, there's something weighing down heavily on my deck. If I was any lesser being, it would have cracked it long ago.
Ah, yeah. I have an inclination of what that could be. First someone steals my curses and then releases them on deck. Who and why?
It reeks of malice and ill intent.
As far as I could tell, that's just a general smell around here.
Yeah.
You ought to interview those that bear the stench the most.
Pete, and the nameless one?
The heavy thing seems to lie at their feet. Unfortunately, you might have to start a conversation with them. Don't let their foolery blind you, though. They're full of trickery and deceit.
Oh, well, that's just how I like my customers.
Okay. I'll have to talk with them, I
If
guess.
there is value, it's mine.
Pick up the sack of feathers. Oh, is this? What's heavier? A sack of feathers, like 1 kilogram or 1 pound of feathers, or 1 pound of steel?
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. Oh, got it. Ooh, I always forget how heavy that bag of feathers is.
Quentin!
Greetings, you two.
What brings you here?
Someone used the time I was without a pearl to take cursed artifacts from my chest.
Pete? Do you think he's accusing us? Most definitely.
Well, I did just find my special bag of feathers lying in front of you, so...
Should we just tell him who actually put it here? All right. Go ahead, tell him, Pete. It was the raccoon.
The what?
What?
He means the monkey. We don't have a raccoon here on deck, Pete. Good to know.
Estelle? Well, thanks for your cooperation, fellas.
But did she actually?
Strangely helpful they were.
Quentin, can you talk to me for a second?
Yeah. Finders keepers.
Yeah, something more going on here. What is it, a film?
Look, I found these nice earrings, but since I put them on, I've been stumbling around like it's my first day on deck.
Ah, my earrings of unbalance. Wait, I'll get them off you. Should I relieve you of the sword as well?
Would you like to be stabbed in the chest?
Depends. Which chest?
Not the one you're thinking. How's your search going anyway?
Well, I've talked to Pete and the nameless one.
They're involved, aren't they?
No, I don't think so. They've actually been somewhat helpful. But I have to be on my way. Let me know whenever you find something that makes you feel queasy.
Sure. Good luck, Quentin.
Okay, Estelle,
I can smell gold already.
what can you tell me about what's going on? What did you do?
Golden greetings to you as well, Estelle. Yes! Congratulations! You robbed me! Now kindly return my items. Returning them means giving them to me, in my hands, and not put them all over the Marley. Most importantly, where's the pen? Do you know how dangerous that bloody thing is? You want to trade me for something I technically already own? You stole it! You don't own it, Estelle! Alright, I stole that pen too. Well, I'm sure there's some trinket I can offer you. I got a golden banana somewhere here that, There's no prize that will make me hand my head over to a monkey. Look, what about this deck of cards that guarantees you triplets every time? And, for good measure, I'll throw in a couple of old Aztecan coins. The nice ones with the little skulls on them. The skull is not going to happen, Estelle. Look, let's end this here before I succumb to your lunacy. Just don't, for goodness sake, put the pen anywhere stupid. I'll find something that tingles your little monkey paws.
And I suppose that's gonna be next time?
Well, well, I've got a conundrum here. No one has any authority over that little chimp. Ah, come on, Quentin. You always found a way to barter yourself out of a pickle. Just give it some time.
Alright,
It will
that
be
completes
dealt-
that step. And
There
yeah,
are
you may have
entirely
noticed
too
that
few shanties on this deck.
my characters have
Agreed. A
five
task for the Skellies, I'd say.
dots. next to their portrait. Yes, because I'm doing redoing the missions. I'm on explorer mode. You know, so basically the easiest difficulty, just to finish them quickly, get some badges rather quick, and do the crew tale afterwards. But yeah, I'm gonna do another mission, and I'll see you in step 3 of Quentin's crew tale. Alright, and here we are ready to start step 3 of Quentin's crew tale. I think we have to talk with Molly.
Quentin, you've returned.
Indeed.
You still weren't able to retrieve the entirety of your cursed artifacts.
No, it turns out Estelle is the culprit.
Not much one can do then.
Can't you just tell her to give me my things back?
The monkey's soul is its own, which means even if one controls me, my doors do not open for them. A clever safety mechanism implemented by Mordecai himself, which unfortunately makes her completely oblivious to most of my commands.
Do you know any other way around her?
Yes, luckily for you, she is not without vice. On several occasions, Mordecai was able to adjust her perspective with certain treats he procured.
And what were these treats made out of?
For the same reasons I just told you, I have purged the precise recipe from my memories. But old Gertrude might still remember it.
Gertrude? Remembers something?
She will, if she has a good day. Maybe. Good luck.
Okay then, so
If
right.
there is value, it's mine.
We have to talk with
You wanna
old
play cards
Gertrude.
tonight?
Hopefully she's gonna be helpful.
Gertrude?
So, Reginald, my dear fish, so nice of you to visit again.
It's Quentin.
I apologize, Toya. My vision has worsened over the centuries. Now, what brings you to my bowl?
The Marley said you'd know something about monkey treats.
Always after new recipes, aren't you? But a treat for a monkey? Well, I think I remember something, but,
What?
I've got this terrible, terrible backache. It's so hard to concentrate. There are things stuck all over my back. If you could just get rid of them, maybe I could remember a bit better.
Oh, sure.
Alright, I was thinking that there's some extra stuff around here, which
Will
apparently
it
we're gonna
yield coin?
need to get off.
Yes, that's the spot.
Then that
Very
one.
good. There's just one left.
Yep,
It will
see
be
it.
dealt.
Nice.
That was the one that was irking me the most.
Oh, no wonder. There were patches of black moss stuck in between your ribs.
Oh, splendid! That's actually one of the ingredients needed for the treats.
And the
Oh.
other one?
Soul crab shells and old-fashioned grog.
The monkey eats shells?
I believe she just substitutes plates with them, feigning a refinement she most certainly lacks. So yes, black moss on soul crab shells, pickled in standard grog. That's what Mordecai used to make her do his bidding.
I remember John's fish. Sir Reginald had a certain affection for those shells. Maybe he'll part with a couple of them.
Send the fish my regards. Truly, one of the last gentlemen aboard this vessel.
Okay.
I
We
can't
go
talk
for,
to Sir Reginald unprepared. I have to think about what I can offer him for his soul crab shells.
Gotcha. Okay. So that completes this step. Oh well.
can smell
I'm
gold
gonna
already.
see which mission I'm gonna redo and whatnot. And I'll see you into the next step. Alright.
Diamonds, rubies,
We're off
emeralds.
to step number 4 in Quentin's Crutel. We have to talk with John. Yes, because we have to.
Greetings, John.
Having Sir Reginald.
Ah, look who's visiting us, Sir Reginald. No other than Quentin Albers. Greetings!
Say, John, have you cleaned your anchor recently? I think I spy a couple of engravings I missed before.
Told you, Quentin. It's just a plain old piece of metal that's stuck to my neck and allows me to jump around in the depths. But I'm sure you haven't come here only to get your osseous hands on my anchor again.
Oh, now that you ask, I did actually come here for Sir Reginald.
He's even less for sale than my anchor, Quentin.
Yeah, of course. You told me that before. No, I'm here to ask something of him, not for him. Specifically soul crab shells.
Sure. How many would you need?
I've thought long and hard about what to offer you, and wait, hold on. What? You're just giving them to me?
Ha! That Sir doesn't stand for nothing, Quentin. Sir Reginald is a knight, not a trader. If there is somebody in need, he's there to help, even if you're not a fish.
That's unexpectedly kind. Thank you, Sir Reginald. John, I owe both of you one.
Ah, don't mind us. Just take them and do whatever needs doing. See you around.
Okay, I doubt it's gonna be that.
Quentin, a skeleton has fallen over you. I
Of
presume
course.
under the influence of one of your curses. Please see to it.
Estella's hit again. Let's get to it. It's a deal then.
Okay,
Cursed day. There you go.
Thanks.
Oh, and you got my golden grimoire of erratic behaviour. Why don't you just hand it over to me? I promise you feel a lot less inclined to jump off the boat after that.
Grim, Mom.
Grimoire, right. It's a nasty little bugger, but it's safe with me. Now, I was on my way to Peter Nameless for the grog.
okay. Right, also in the meantime I have all the skills available for everybody. So that's done. And okay,
Nobody takes what's mine.
is it just gonna go pick up
Golden
items?
greetings, you two.
Quentin, I was wondering if you'd ever return. You think he's here for the grog?
Huh? You knew about the treats. Isn't that knowledge a sort of secret?
Of course. Yep.
I'm not even going to ask. Now, about the grog.
It'll be yours under one condition.
There
oh,
it
here
is.
it comes.
After you've met with Estelle, come back to us.
And?
And? No and. Just come back and talk to us.
Ah. Yeah, well, that offer smells worse than the grog you two are brewing, but I'll keep you to your word. I'll get back to you after I've met with the monkey. That's all there is to this arrangement.
And? No ands, Pete. Now, the grog is between Pete's ribcage. Hey! I thought that was a raccoon. Again, nothing here is a raccoon, Pete. Now, get the grog down there, Quentin, and it's yours.
It smells a bit fishy.
Can't do that. Tight lines. I'll hold on to what's mine.
Good work, Quentin. Oh, and one more thing Gertrude might have forgotten to tell you. The raccoon, monkey, likes her meal practically pickled in grog. That's right,
Yeah.
Pete. Just pour all of the grog over the stuff and leave it standing for a while. That'll give you the best chance.
Thanks for the advice, I suppose. Ah, it seems I'll have to wait a bit longer then.
Okay, so that's gonna be step 5
Again,
then.
far too friendly for them two. But I'll take it. Let's drench that stuff in grog and then give it to Estelle in a while.
Okay, that seems to be the case. Now, maybe they're friendly. Maybe because they have like cursed items with them, or they planned all of this and just having some fun. Guess we'll see. For now, I'll have to do another mission, and
Will it yield
I'll see you afterwards when it's gonna be the last step for Quentin's crew tales. So yep, see you in a couple of seconds. Alright, and
An
here we
offer
are,
I
the last
can't
step of Quentin's Quentin's, Crutel, and Estelle. Talk? Ah, yeah, we had for the training deck as well.
Ah, Estelle! So we meet again! As I said, my skull is off limits, but I got something here that I heard you might fancy quite a bit too. Black moss on soul crab shells, pickled in, wait for it, grog. Now, I've collected all the treasures you returned on deck, and the only thing that's missing is the pen. No, thank you. I haven't been hungry in 7 years.
Yeah.
All right, but once I've taken a bite, you'll give me the pen. Now, how am I going to regret this? You know, it doesn't taste too... Why have you... Ooh.
Right. So, what happened? Yes, your head. Oh, literally,
I can smell gold already.
your head. I need to pick it up. Ah, Estelle, you're gonna make me...
It will be dealt with. Can't do that. Treasure fishing.
So does that mean...
Line
Wait.
and sinker.
Estelle
Nah.
doesn't need to see me, or what's going on?
Diamonds, rubies, emeralds. That's my head, thank you very much. Now please, hand me that pen.
Of course she...
Careful waving it around like that, Estelle. That pen is really, really dangerous.
Yes, we
Look
can
at
see that.
yourself, Estelle. The pen, now. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. Now please be so kind and get me out of this place.
Nope. She doesn't want to.
Good.
Or...
I finally got all my things back. The only thing
Actually,
left
yes.
to do is speak to Pete and the Nameless One. Don't want nobody spreading the word that I'm not holding up the ends of my bargains.
I thought maybe we're gonna have a bit more, a longer time spent down there. Because it kinda took a while for the game to decide, like, okay, you're going back.
Nobody takes what's mine. Greetings! I'm here to honour my part of the bargain.
Estelle really did it. Hey, Pete, look. The gentleman is here to honor his bargain. Oh, indeed. That's really quite some... thing, Quentin. Oh, but it's not just Quentin. It's Lord Quentin of Stoutshire Brooks. Oh, it is. I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't recognize you there.
Oh, that's all you wanted? Meet me again so you can spout your usual silliness.
Oh, yes. And please make sure you visit Madame Gertrude of Brexter Castle as well.
You know I'm not one to hand out freebies, but since you've been oddly helpful, I'll consider it.
We're most obliged, Lord Quentin of Brundundergariski.
But what? Oh, I don't even want to know. Let me leave.
So he still doesn't know.
Those fellows. Someday the Marley has to remind me how they got here in the first place. Well, let's see to the old woman then. It's a deal then.
He's not aware of what's on the head then.
Finders keepers.
Was that
right?
all that Pete, the Nameless One, wanted to do? Or maybe... Let's see with Gertrude what she says.
Ah, Quentin. It's so nice of you to visit. You so rarely come to my place.
Ah, hello. What? Say that again.
Well, you do rarely come. I can barely remember.
No, I mean, you do recognise me. You realise I'm Quentin.
Well, of course, Quentin. I've always had an eye for men with such pronounced facial hair as yours?
Facial... Oh, that lumpy swash of latrine water. She could have blown my head into bits and pieces with that pen. Explains why the skull heads were acting all strange, too. Oh, I gotta give it to her. Estelle got me good this time.
Estelle gave you that trim? Oh, maybe that monkey does have more taste than I thought. I'll have to have a pot of tea with her sometime.
Oh,
For
Gertrude.
now, why don't you stay here for a while?
Yeah, I gotta sit somewhere and polish my skull anyway. So please go ahead, Gertrude. I got quite some time to spare.
And then they were going on and on about the amount of heads on my chest. They might think this is just vile decorum, but you can't imagine the strain the pitch of their voices put on my many ears. Ah, but I know that you do understand me, Quentin. Oh, besides, have I told you about the parrot droppings that have been infesting my left eye socket?
Quentin? Nothing to say? Okay. So that's his crew tail finish. And also I gotta mention the kinda feats that we had Jester just lying here. You could say that he got tired and too many stories from Gertrude and just decided to take a nap. But yeah, okay. That's all the crew tails, tests and whatnot. He says you can complete another step during this visit, but I should have everybody, right? Overall completion is 71%, so I still need to do 14% to have him unlocked. Yeah, everything is checked here, unless... I mean, I do have challenge room with Afia. Maybe I'll do that off screen because I don't think anything interesting is gonna happen. But she doesn't have a crew tail, so I wonder. Yeah, I'll just tackle that off screen, and hopefully next time I'll see you. Oh, we do have a couple of conversations available with Quentin. Where is he?
If there is
What
value,
do we have here?
So yeah, we'll have his conversation. So we have with Pincus as well. Okay, we'll have the conversation, the banter, and then next cut I'll see you when I have Virgilio unlocked.
13,122, 13,123.
Hey, Quentin, how you holding up?
Huh? What? Ah, where was I?
13,100 and something?
Oh, let me start again. 1, 2, 3,
What are you doing there?
4, 5, 6. Yeah. Now that I got a new coin, I'm recounting my collection, of course.
You forgiven him then?
No, I haven't. But I've accepted this token of his. Now, please, I've got some counting to do. 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's gonna
Always
take a
no
while
fun.
for him. Right, Pincus? What conversation do we have?
Serve, I presume.
Just have a chat?
Oh, Aphia, your timing is impeccable as always.
What have I walked into this time?
Since last time, you've proven yourself to be such a fruitful audience, there is something else I want you to listen to. It is a more extensive chapter of my memoirs concerning how I came to know Black Eye Mordecai.
Actually, it does sound quite interesting.
Of course it does. Now, let me begin. Akin to many of my chapters' beginnings, it was a dark and stormy night in this one, too. I had
Of
just
course.
escaped an Inquisition prison, and I was in dire need for something to quench my thirst. My servant, Sebastian, had recommended the Saucy Sloop, which, intriguingly enough, wasn't located in a sloop. The proprietor just had a mysterious fondness for the type of boat. So I stood before this literarily named tavern and dared to enter. A man, who later would have the honor to be my captain, was sitting at the bar. He was riotously singing along whatever the evening's melody was, but I couldn't blame him. As, while the merriments of singing still mostly escape me, even I deemed it a snappy tune. I immediately sat down next to him, for greatness recognizes greatness, and I sang and talked to him all evening. Therefore, dear reader, if you're lucky enough to have this tale recited by me, the author myself, I will now attempt to bring the tune to life once more.
Oh,
No need
Yeah.
to sing, Pincus. I just remembered I had to chart something. Lots of things.
Oh, that is quite all right. I haven't smoked the proper tobacco to loosen my vocal cords this morning anyway.
All right, thank you, Pincus. Good luck smoking up your cards.
okay. So we had a couple of more conversations available.
Consider
That's all
it
good.
done.
So yeah, Estelle, we can pet and enter our training deck. Yeah, I'll do that off screen, and I'll see you when I have Virgilio unlocked. And
I like
here we
these
are, guys. It still says that I can unlock an upgrade and start a crew
Any
tail.
reason to come
And looks like
visit
there's
us?
a conversation available with...
Need something, matey?
Yeah, sure. With Solady, let's have that one before I revive Virgilio and...
There you are, finally. Took you long enough.
Why did I come here again?
For the checkup, of course.
Oh,
All right, let's have a look at you. Sit.
Sure.
Is
Is that a good or a bad?
sword through the chest, going towards purple on the soul spectrum. That wound in your chest. Let me touch your arm for a second. Oh, your body is weird. You're phasing in and out of reality.
That is how it works for me,
Fascinating. Let me just note that down.
That is one mighty notebook.
Hey, don't look so surprised. You know how many strange things I see on a daily basis? You'd think after over a century of living with the curse, we'd stop finding new things.
Doesn't seem to bother you, though.
Phasing in and out of... What?
I said that doesn't seem to bother you.
Oh, it's great. The curse is one of the greatest mysteries of our age. And you're looking at the girl who's gonna finally solve it.
Lofty goals for someone so young.
Hey. Judging by your soul aura, I'm a lot older than you.
Didn't mean to offend. You've got guts, ship doctor. Speaking of which, how's my checkup?
Huh? Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Don't you have to do more check-in?
No, all done. I got all I needed when I touched your arm. You're in good health for a corpse. If you ever turn into a skeleton, it'll be a fashion choice. You can go now. Good talk, Afia.
Yeah, good talk.
Spectrum purple. Permanent wound? Travels through space-time?
okay, cool. Interesting conversation. But let's
Consider it done.
revive Virgilio and see if we have any crew tales or anything with him. One last revive.
Signora. Oh, I'm delighted to gaze upon your skewered form. Everything worked out then, I presume.
Aye, Ignatia and the Time Soul are gone.
Marvelous. And so my choice to put you on the board is vindicated. Oh, this is delightful. But where are my manners? I believe Introductions are in order. Greetings, Red Marley. Before you stands a traveled soul, a purveyor of fates, a breaker of arts, a minstrel of fair renown. Oh, I've taken many names in my time on this earth. Trivellino, Lemat, Jester, Roland. Though, where formality is concerned, I am and will always be Virgilio.
Does he always talk this much?
You get used to it.
Very well, Virgilio. The captain vouches for you, so you are welcome on my deck. I am not blind, however. I can see the peculiar nature of your soul clear enough. I will be watching.
I do like to be on stage. Very well. I will gladly accept your offer and stay with you for a time. I'm highly due for a vacation anyway.
Alright. And
The King of Hearts, at
do I
your
have
service.
any crew tales with him by chance? Ah, he doesn't show here. So I doubt it. Give me a mic.
Kings and queens. I suddenly feel less alone.
Ooh,
Curious.
so I don't need to be next to them? Can I do it?
My deck is vast. I suddenly feel lightheaded.
Oh, I literally become a copy of
Such a
to
fine change of
Quentin's.
cost. How do you manage with the sword, Signora?
Relatively two Afias, although doesn't look like
I can
Afia
wear
now.
many
How
items.
would Gale?
The cannon roars through me. It's not ready. but
More or
soon.
less, he gets some of the aspects.
My sword
him.
is razor sharp.
Any conversation?
Well.
Not with Virgilio,
Fate is a gift.
and not with Marley and whatnot.
Oh, what is this play?
Okay, any upgrade by any chance? No, neither an upgrade. So 85.4, all good.
Fate will see.
Where to,
Any
Captain?
missions? Yes, a bonus mission. No. Alrighty then, so that will be the end of this playthrough altogether. We have everything unlocked, I believe.
I was about to suggest.
This was the
same.
secret achievement as well, so I have all the achievements unlocked as well. I'm not gonna bother with the badges because there's no extra achievements for it. I believe in Desperados 3 and Shadow Tactics there were achievements in Steam and whatnot to do most or all of the badges as well, so I'm not gonna bother with that. Okay, so now since I don't have like 3 hours played on one mission and being tired, a bit more clear-headed. Overall, I would say interesting idea how they approached this game. So you were stuck with all the time 3 or tops. You can get 3 of the crew members. If you want, you can go solo as well. Not sure how well or how good it will be if you go on max difficulty as a solo character. Yeah, some of them, I would say, like Sulady maybe you could do solo missions on any difficulty, mostly because of her bush ability.
Whose guise shall I wear? Let the leaves grow.
So yeah, just throwing bush and moving cover by cover helps quite a bit.
Tricky.
Although, if there are any missions that require you to get past Prognosticar, then unfortunately you can't do the mission alone.
There never was a choice.
So when you choose which guys to take on a mission, it kind of opens up on different ways to deal with the mission. And there were some missions that I kind of chose the team, and when I saw how the mission is gonna play out, I was kind of saying inside my mind, I was like, maybe I should have gotten that crew. That crew would have been a bit more useful. But yeah, overall you can manage with any of the crews. Now in terms of usage, Pincus, unfortunately I did not use a lot of his skills, mostly the coin. The Peruse we only had for his mission, I believe. I used that more, and other than that, nothing.
Oh,
so you are kinda... You kinda have some of the crew that they're gonna leave behind more than usual. And you're not gonna use them as much. And yeah, all of them are unique in terms of skills, what you can use and whatnot. And again, the combinations are really interesting that you can do. And now, as the story, interesting story how they went, still a bit unsure. Maybe I missed it, or maybe they said it. Not sure how the curse started on the pirates. Was it because of Mordecai finding that eldritch ancient way back, and maybe that spread the curse as well? Just thinking out there. And apparently Ignatia wanted to create an alternate reality, and we stopped her. Are we back actually in our own reality? They said yes, we are, but anything is possible. So in a way they kind of went a bit more science fiction on this setting, despite the fact that it's pirate era. I guess you could say they kind of got inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, because, a bit of a spoiler, or the movies also kind of dealt with supernatural things. It was not just a pirates movie. So it's not the first time this kind of setting is happening. But yeah, I would have loved actually to have Virgilio during the story a bit more, because now you only do 4 badges, so basically it's just to have it extra. Interesting also that you had training decks with each of the crews. The crew tales, some of them were interesting. Quentin's, I'm glad that he got a bit of closure. So Lady, apparently the plant thing was the mentor. Again, the crew tales were a bit more of gaining closure for your crew. And since I was seeing the crew tales, I was actually thinking, alongside with the crew test, the captain's test, I was thinking,
tricky.
Are any of the crews gonna have to be to sacrifice? And depending what captain's test are you doing, those crew will be sacrificed, so to speak. And then you revert back to a save before the last mission, where you have all the crew and again to do all the rest of the missions. But that was not the case.
A drop in the ocean.
That was not the case. I kind of felt that's the direction they're going with it. But yeah, overall, if you're a fan of this kind of game or genre, then yeah, I'll recommend it. Again, alongside with Shadow Tactics, Desperados, and here at least you have open more possibilities as well. Like I said, you can make different combinations. You say, okay, I'm gonna do this mission, let me try with these crewmates, you know, then do the same mission again if you want, but different crewmates, do different combos and whatnot. On the bit of the negative side, again, I would have loved if the missions, alright, you have like 10 islands, all those missions happen on those islands, depending night, day, alright, and you don't have to go all over the map, you just have certain maps for different missions that you need to focus for the objectives, then you go back home, all good. I think would have added a bit more challenge, extra challenge, if for each mission the positioning of the enemies were different and not all the same. In a way, kind of like the enemies would learn, in a way, so to make sense story-wise as well. So you do a mission on that island, and then the enemy sees like, okay, we had guys here, here, and here. We got screwed over. Let's change a bit the positioning, you know, so it's not gonna be the same things happening again if we get raided. I'm just throwing out there the idea. Because, yeah, if you went to an island that you already did the mission, it can go a bit more faster for you to do the mission, because you know, you already know, okay, that guy is not seen by those guys, I start with that guy. In a way, kind of makes the opening moves, if you choose the same landing, you have the opening moves kind of the same, you know, which guy you take out first, how you take them, if you bother with any distractions or not, and all that. So yeah, that's a bit of a negative for me. Other negatives, I would say, even on highest difficulty, despite the fact that, yeah, you get seen really quick, it was not that hard. I remember playing Desperados and taking me a bit more longer to do the missions, but I guess it's because you only have like 3 crew members, tops 3 you can take with you, and in Desperados at some point you had some of the missions, especially towards the end, the last mission, you had everybody available, which meant like 6 characters to control. So yeah, when you have 6, they had to balance it out and say, okay, let's put a bit more enemies, etc, etc, and all that. Maybe that's why they didn't bother here to change the layout, the positioning on the enemies, because you only had like 3 guys to take every mission. Who knows?
Fate will see to it.
Characters, cool designs, I like them. You know, I'm not having either of them saying like, I don't really like, you know, for example, Teresa or whatever, or Pincus, how they look.
There never was a
They have their own
choice.
personality, all good. They look awesome. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to cover. I think some of these points I already covered way back when I finished the game, but like I said, I was very tired and don't think I
Tricky.
was actually that coherent, you know. So I'm gonna leave it here for this episode and playthrough, and I'll see you next times in whichever playthrough may be next. So hopefully enjoy this episode and this playthrough, guys. But as always, don't forget to take care.